So hi everyone, welcome to this now the 8th class in this series of 10 classes for beginners. Hopefully you've started at number 1, and if you've got this far, I'm sure you'll have been clicking like, subscribing to the channel and clicking notifications to receive the next one. You'll also have taken note of your personal limitations and be seeking advice from your healthcare professional if you have any doubts whether any of these practices are suitable for you and your condition. Otherwise, I hope you've been feeling good with the practice, knowing that continued practice, continued effort will bring the results. Obviously, these are full classes, not just 5 minutes wonder fixes. So you get to realize that it actually does take a little bit more time, a little bit more effort to really make changes in your body. But even a short practice, even just doing a few movements or a short part of this class will also bring a great benefit. So with that all said, let's begin. We're starting today on our backs with an exercise I call breathing into all areas, because we're going to be breathing into each part of the lungs and feeling them fully open as we deep breathe. So first, just placing your right hand onto your abdomen. We're going to start simply with the breath in the abdomen that we're already now very familiar with. So just with the hand on the abdomen, feel the movements of the breath. And start to increase the depth of the breath, taking a deep inhale that expands. You can feel that through your hand. Feeling your exhale as it releases. Hopefully now this breath at the abdomen is beginning to feel normal and natural for those that were chest breathers or who maybe still sometimes are chest breathers. Breathing through the abdomen, so breathing with the diaphragm, engages our parasympathetic nervous system, the relaxation response. Keeps us calm, keeps us relaxed, and when we're in this state of calmness with a smooth, even breath, we can choose our reactions to stressful situations. If necessary, choosing to remove ourselves from those situations, or to stay and experience them and experience ourselves and how we feel, how we react. We train ourselves to breathe calmly through the abdomen. We take the stress out of those situations and can choose the wisest course of action. And now we'll focus to the chest, so placing your left hand now to the chest and the right hand can simply relax. So now we'll continue to breathe, but breathe through the chest. Feel the chest lifting, feel the chest opening and expanding with each inhale and relaxing with each exhale. The ribs of the chest expand as the lungs fully take in the air, and the ribs relax as the breath is released. Very good. So now, placing the hands to either side of the rib cage. I find it's easier here with the fingers upwards, the heel of the hand down, elbows out to the side, and we're trying to expand outwards with the rib cage into the hands, into the palms. So now take a deep inhale that pushes your rib cage outwards, and release softly and slowly that breath. Inhaling deeply, pushing the ribs outwards and into your hands, and exhale, relaxing, releasing. Again, inhale deeply, pushing outwards, and pushing your ribs into your hands. Exhale, feel the release, letting go of the breath. And we'll relax the arms now. So, next one is a little bit more subtle. We'll be breathing into the lower back. So again, this will be a diaphragmatic breath. There will actually be some movement at the abdomen, but we're going to focus to the area of the lower back as if your lungs are now situated in the lower back, and you can feel them with your breath. So focusing to the lower back, we can lift our knees here, and we'll get a better sense of the lower back pressing down into the mat. So inhale now, and see if you can feel the lower back taking in the breath, and releasing and relaxing the breath. Inhale deeply, send that breath into the lower back. You feel also sensation of the abdomen, and exhale, releasing, relaxing. One more time. Inhale deeply, try to fill the lower back with your breath, and exhale and relax. Next, we're moving to the upper back. So this one will be even more subtle. You may just feel a little bit of a press of the upper back to the floor. So we'll start here with an exhale, and then inhale. See if you can feel the lungs up, and feel the press of the upper back into the floor, and the release of the breath, sensation of softening. Inhaling that sense of expansion of the back, and its press into the floor. The exhale of release, relaxation. One more time. Inhaling, feeling an expansion into the floor, back fully opens, and exhale, releasing and relaxing. And then just find your normal breath. Notice if now, when you come to your normal breath, you can feel the abdomen. And then lifting the knees up into the chest, wrapping your arms around the legs, and squeezing gently the thighs in. Keeping your legs to the chest, but releasing your arms,
palms out to the side, exhale. And then inhale, extend the arms over the top of your head, stretching from the coccyx to the fingers. Exhale, releasing in a wide circle the arms, wrapping them around your legs, and at the end of this exhale, squeeze the thighs in tighter. Inhale, release your arms, a wide circle over the top of your head, maximum stretch and maximum breath in. Exhale, releasing your arms in a wide circle, wrapping around your legs, and a nice tight squeeze. One more time, releasing the legs, a wide open reach of the arms, stretch the fingers, open the palms of your hands, and exhale, releasing your arms in a wide circle, wrapping around your legs and squeezing tightly in. And we'll place the soles of the feet again down to the floor and separate your feet to hip distance. Bring your arms out to the side, in line with your shoulders. We'll make a movement here of the left arm. So with your awareness to your left arm, exhale, and then inhale, lifting your left arm upwards towards the ceiling, and then bring your left arm over towards the right. You can rock gently over to the right shoulder and place your hand on your left arm. Just notice where you're touching. Inhale, re-lifting your left arm up to the ceiling, and exhale, bringing it back down to the floor. Again, left arm, but this time reach and extend that left arm out to the side. Exhale, inhale, lift your arm to the ceiling. You're now stretching up from the shoulder to the finger. And then exhale, bring your arm over and to the right arm. Coming onto the right shoulder, touching your arm or your hand with your fingertips. Notice where your hand comes. And then inhale, coming back up, reaching for the ceiling. And exhaling, bringing your arm back down to the floor. One more time with the left arm. Extend it fully out. See how far you can reach now. Open your fingers even wider. Exhale. Inhale the arm up to the sky. Lift the shoulder off the floor. Reach up. Try to touch the ceiling. Now bring your arm with its full extension over to the right arm, touching it to your hand or your arm. Notice where you're touching now. And then slide your fingers even further, a couple more millimeters, and reach your arm up to the ceiling, all the way over and all the way back down to the floor. Very good. Now opposite side. Exhaling first. Inhaling, raising the right arm up to the ceiling, and exhaling across to the left arm, placing your hand wherever it comes. Inhale, re-lifting your arm, and exhale, releasing your arm slowly back down to its starting position. Now reach out that arm to the side, open the fingers wide, inhale the arm to the sky, feel it stretch, and exhale, keep that stretch as you rock over to the left shoulder and touch the hand down to your left arm. Inhale, raising that arm up, nice and long, stretched in the fingers, and exhaling, bringing your arm back down to the floor. One last time, and now fully extend your arm out to the side. See how far you can reach. Inhale, see how high your arm can go. Lift the shoulder off the floor, extend through the fingers, separate them wide. Bring your arm down now, nice and slowly, over to your left arm, and feel where you touch. Slide your fingers out a couple more millimeters and reach your arm high into the sky. And exhaling, bringing your arm back down to the floor. Very good. Taking an exhale here, and then inhale, lifting both arms up to the ceiling, joining your hands together. Exhale, inhale, open your arms out to the side, lift the chest, open the ribs of the chest. Exhale, joining your hands together, squeezing the navel towards the spine, squeezing your breath out. Inhale, open your arms as wide as you can. Keep your head and your hips to the mat, but see how high you can lift the chest. See if you can lift the back off the floor. And exhale, back comes down, hands come up, join them together. One more time. Inhale, opening the hands. Again, hips and head stay to the floor, but try to lift your back up. Lift with your inhale, lift with the openness of the chest, and exhale, release, relaxing your arms, relaxing the shoulders, and then lifting the knees back up into the chest, wrapping your arms around the legs, and squeezing gently your thighs in. Observe the breath in the abdomen. Observe if there's tension in your thighs. And relax that tension out. Soften the muscles of the face. Relax and breathe. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, releasing your feet to the floor, arms by your side, and slide your feet all the way down to the bottom of your mat. Next, going to open up the sides of the body a little in a position called the banana. So first, the left leg slides outwards to the side, and then the right leg joins the left out to that left side. Notice here the right hip will be a little bit higher than the left. So place your right hand onto that hip and just gently push down until you feel there's an equal pressure on both buttocks. Now sliding your left arm up and over the top of your head, and then bring your head across to that arm. You're making now, as you can feel, a banana shape with your whole body. Now sweep your right arm up and over the top of your head. Some people may here join their hands together, or it may feel more comfortable and suitable for you to keep your hands separated. Notice here that your right shoulder is slightly lifted, so press down now with your right shoulder. Keep that press of the right hip also down to the floor. But relax as much as possible in the feet, in the ankles, in the hands and the fingers, and with each slow exhale, notice the cheeks, mouth and jaw relaxed. Breathe into this opening now of the right side of the body. And as you exhale, be aware of the left side, its natural compression. The inhale of opening at the right side, the exhale of contraction at the left. One more full deep breath in, and then with exhale, release in a sweeping motion the right arm. Bring the head back to the center, the left arm releases, right leg to the center, and the left leg follows. Just adjusting your body as you need to. And now opposite side. So right leg slides outwards to the right side. And then the left leg joins the right leg. Both legs now out to the right side. Left hand to the left hip. Guide the left hip downwards with a gentle press. Your right arm now sweeps up and over the top of your head. And your head can lean gently towards your right shoulder, your right arm. Next, it's the left arm that sweeps out and over the top of your head. Maybe you can comfortably join your hands together. Maybe you keep your arms and hands separated. And press gently downwards from the left hip. Press gently downwards from the left shoulder blade. And breathe and relax. Relaxing the hands and fingers. Relaxing the feet and toes. Follow the movement of the breath, entering and leaving the nostrils, expanding and relaxing the abdomen. In this opening, we're bringing to the left side of the body. Exhales, focus to the right side as we close the ribs of the right side and open those on the left side. Now one more full and deep breath in here. And with exhale, we can release in a sweeping movement the left arm back down by your side. Bring your head to the center of the mat. The right arm released. The left leg back to the center. And your right leg back to the center. Very now, good. So we'll come now into a twist for the back and for the spine. So first, slide just your left foot in a little closer to you. Keep the sole of the foot touching to the floor. And then with your right hand placed to the outer left thigh, just guide your knee downwards towards the floor on the right side. Your knee may or may not come all the way down to the floor, and you may just adjust your hip here to find your comfortable position. Now we're going to make a circle of the left arm. So first, reach your left arm down to the bottom of the mat and to your feet. And then inhale, circling the arm over your knees, over the chest, over your head, out to the left side. The eyes can follow the hand, circling the arm back down towards your feet. Stretch your arm towards your feet, and then stretch your arm over the top of your knees, over the top of the chest, over the top of the head. Maximum stretch here. Lengthen your spine, and exhale. Bring your arm out in a wide circle to the left side, feeling the twist on the back. One more time, and we'll hold it on this third circle. So crossing your thighs, over the chest, over the head. Maximum stretch here. Make sure you're reaching with the arm. And as you bring your arm out to the side, when you come level with your shoulder, just pause there. If you can, try and touch the back of the hand to the floor, even if that means that your knee lifts upwards. Let your head relax as it turns to the side, and let your hand relax to the floor. And with just a gentle pressure of the right hand to the knee, you can guide the knee a few more millimeters lower, maybe all the way to the floor, or maybe not yet touching the floor. Breathe. Notice any tension in the hips and buttocks. Exhale softly, release that tension out. Feeling the sensation of the right leg relaxed. And this twist now flowing through the back. One last exhale. And then with inhale, we can release the hips back to the center. Releasing the left arm down, but bringing the left knee up into the chest. Wrapping your hands around the knee and just squeeze for one exhale the thigh nice and tightly to the abdomen before releasing that left leg all the way out. Opposite side now, sliding the right foot in closer and placing the sole of the foot to the floor. Left hand reaching upwards to try and hold the outside of the thigh, and then guiding your right knee downwards and to the left side. Maybe your knee will come all the way to the floor, maybe not. You might need to, as I do, a little adjustment of the hip. Now reach your right arm all the way down to the bottom of the mat, towards your feet. Exhale. Inhale, begin to circle the arm over your thighs. Sweeping over the top of the head, stretch your spine here. Reach your arm, lengthen, and then bring your arm out to the right side, circling slowly round, back to your feet. Again, stretch your fingers open here. Lengthen your arm completely, reaching over your thighs, over the chest, over the head, maximum stretch on your back, and twisting over to the right side, following the hand with your eyes and a little movement of the head. One last time, and this time we're holding. So stretching your arm over your chest, over your head, maximum length here. Keep that sense of length as you bring your arm out to the side. When it's in line with your shoulder, pause there. Try and let your hand touch down to the floor, even if that means your knee lifts. But with your hand to your thigh, just guide the knee gently downwards. Maybe eventually that knee will come all the way down to the floor, but keep your hand touching to the floor so your fingers can relax, so the arm can relax a little, and you can breathe gently, you can breathe smoothly. Feeling the twist through the back as you take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, rocking gently on your back, releasing your right arm by your side. And as you come back onto the back, maybe a little adjustment of the hip, bringing yourself back to the center. And then your left knee can come into the chest for one exhale as you squeeze that knee in. And then bringing your other knee up, both knees into the chest, wrapping your arms around and squeezing the abdomen with your thighs. We'll rock ourselves up now to seated. So first, taking in a full deep breath, and then exhale the chin to the throat, then your head between the knees, squeezing into a tight ball, and with the hands to the backs of the knees, rocking yourself up to seated. So we'll come now onto our hands and knees. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Make sure you stretch fully the fingers and that the middle fingers are facing forwards. If you have the fingers facing outwards, you bring a twist into the wrists. There's weight on the wrists, so we want our wrists in alignment. And if you look at your wrist, you'll see that we have a nice straight line across the wrist, and it's in its maximized position. Now this time, as we make the movement of the cat, we're going to make barrel rolls. So it's like a barrel that's rolling, just making a circle of the upper body. So keeping a nice firm press of the arms. Take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, push the torso across to the left, and then lift the left side of your lower back and your upper back, exhaling. Push across to the right, and then inhale, lifting the right hip, lifting your eyes, crossing the weight into your left hand, left hip. Exhale, squeeze the abdomen, squeeze the chest closed on the left side, transfer that squeeze to the right side, and inhale, lifting at the right side, your hip and your head, and transfer the weight across to the left. One more time, exhale, circling, pushing up into the left side of your back, crossing that stretch into the right side of your back, inhaling, lifting the eyes, lifting the hips, bringing the body weight back simply to the center. Very good. So we'll sit back down now into a position called Vajrasana, or in English, the Thunderbolt pose. So ideally you can sit comfortably in this position. If it's too much for your ankles or for your knees, you can sit on a cushion. You can place the cushion on top of your feet and sitting on a cushion. This is a very thin cushion, but you can choose a thicker cushion, and that will just take a little bit of strain off the knees and a little bit off the ankles. You can also place a cushion or a folded up cushion or another folded up yoga mat, if you have a second, in between the legs, so you can separate your knees and sit on the cushion. You may be sitting up a little bit higher, and that again will take strain off your knees. It's good to train yourself to be able to sit in this position. As a beginner, this killed my ankles and killed my knees, but over time I was able to hold it for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. Now I can stay in this position for a long time. So here now we can bring a little rotation into the wrists to give them a little bit of movement, a little bit of a stretch. So place your elbows into the sides of the ribs. This is preventing movement in the shoulder. Stretch the fingers wide, and then making a rotation of the wrists, nice and slowly, nice and smoothly. Very good. And then back in the opposite direction. If this seated position is beginning to feel a little bit uncomfortable, just come up higher on the knees. Or just come up on the knees for a moment and then experiment, see if you can come back down. Good. And then release with a little shake off. So we'll come up onto the hands and knees again now. So we've just done the movement of the cat. This is the tiger. Doesn't so much look like a tiger, but it's a more advanced variation of the cat. So it's called the tiger. So left leg slides back behind, push back from the heel. And now push off your leg and bring the weight forwards into your hands. Lift your eyes, lift the chest, roll back the shoulders, make the chest as wide as possible. Now prepare to lift the left leg. Exhale first, and then with the weight on the right knee, lifting the leg up. Push down with the hands, lift the chest higher, feel that stretch on your abdomen and the work the back is doing. If this is too much for your knee, then just put a cushion or a mat underneath your knee. Weight comes now to the left hand, and the right hand can maybe slide forwards and lift up. If this is too much, just keep your hand down on the floor. Otherwise, stretch your fingers open, reach forwards with your hand, reach backwards with your toes. One more deep breath in here, and then exhale, bringing your hand down, bringing your knees in together. Other side, right leg sliding back, push back from the heel. Little press off that foot, and you're sending the chest forwards and looking up. Exhale there, bring all of the weight to the left knee. And inhale, lifting the right leg up, pushing the toes backwards. Lift the chest higher. Transfer the weight into the right hand. And then your left hand can slide forwards and lift up. Stretch the fingers wide. Push with the right hand. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Looking forwards, lifting high in that back leg. Very good. One more deep inhale, and then exhale, placing the hand down, bringing your knees back in together. Your heels here are separated, and sitting back down in between the heels. Make a little bit of space in between the two heels. Another stretch here for the wrists. Turn your fingers backwards and place the backs of the hands into the soft part of your waist, so not into the ribs. And then press gently inwards and pull the elbows gently backwards. Make sure you're not just on the fingers here, otherwise you won't be accessing the wrists. You're pressing on the backs of the hands. Softly exhaling, relaxing your fingers, allowing this stretch into your wrists. Good. And then releasing, give a little shake off of the hands, and then we'll come back onto the hands and the knees. Hands a little further forwards than your shoulders, bringing your shoulders over the top of your wrists. So this is the plank position on your knees. Eyes looking 1/2 meter ahead, and with an exhale, squeeze that navel inwards to the spine to bring strength into your abdomen. Now take a deep breath in, and with your exhale, bending your arms, try to keep your elbows moving inwards to keep them aligned to the wrists, and lower down to the chest. Placing the hands now underneath your head, joining the big toes together, letting the heels separate, breathing gently, relaxing your thighs and buttocks, shoulders and arms. So we come now into a variation of the Sphinx pose. So first we slide our left knee out to the side, bringing the knee in line with the hip. Previously we placed our sole into the inner thigh on another video, but this time we're going to come into the half frog position. So we make a right angle with the hip and the knee, and then a right angle from the knee to the heel, and then the toe points out to the side to make another right angle. And here we just relax for a moment, feeling the sensation we've created in the hip. So now we'll add in the back bend. So placing first the forehead to the mat and the thumbs aligned with the ears with the fingers spread, and the middle finger facing forwards. Hands shoulder width apart. Exhale, feel the length in the back of the neck. Inhale, raising up and placing the elbows, ideally directly underneath the shoulder. If this is a little bit too much for you, just slide the hands a little bit further forwards. Now grip
the mat or the floor with your fingers and try to pull the navel forwards. Feel yourself being dragged forwards and the chest being lifted higher through the press of the forearms to the floor. Try to open out the shoulders, just push the shoulders apart. See how high and how wide the chest can feel. Looking forwards or just gently looking up to bring a little bit more openness in the throat. Now focus to your breathing. Feeling with inhale that lift in the chest, its open sensation, and feeling with exhale the contraction of the back muscles that come naturally with the arching through the spine. You're bringing flexibility into the back here. And just notice the tension that is in your thighs and in the buttocks, as with the softness of an exhale, you ask that tension to flow out, to release itself. Now staying for one more deep breath in, and then exhaling, releasing as you roll back down through the abdomen, the chest, forehead again to the floor or underneath your hands. On the hands. Keeping the leg in place for a moment, continuing to relax that thigh, relax the buttock. Now we'll join our big toes again together, opening the heels, letting them part, taking a moment to breathe, taking a moment to relax. And so we'll practice the same on the other side now. So just bring your right knee out to the side, and that knee again aligns at 90 degrees to your hip. The foot moves outwards to make a 90-degree angle with the lower leg and the knee, and the foot is out to the side, making yet another 90-degree angle. But as we relax and breathe here, we take all of the tension out of the hips, the buttocks, and the leg, and just feel the sensation of the hip opening as we breathe. Very good. Now placing the forehead to the mat, separating your hands shoulder width, stretching the fingers open so the thumbs face inwards towards the ears. Exhaling, experience length in the back of the neck, and then inhaling, raising up to the forearms, bringing your elbows in, making a straight line from the middle finger through the wrist, through the elbow, up into the shoulder. Just as before, with an inhale, a grip of the mat and a pulling forwards of the navel, and then it raises up, making a wave-like movement that flows all the way up to the throat. Try to lengthen along the collarbones, pushing the shoulders apart, increasing that width across the chest. Breathing. Each inhale increasing that sensation of stretch through the front of the body. Each exhale increasing softness down through the forehead and the eyes, through the cheeks and into the jaw. Observing the stretch to the spine, bringing flexibility into the back as you soften the buttocks and thighs as they respond to the softness of your exhale. Now one more deep breath in here, and then exhale, releasing the elbows out to roll through the front of the body,
bringing your head back down to your hands, either the chin, forehead, or one of the cheeks. Keeping your leg out to the side. And again, just experience the sensation of the hip. As you experience the sensation of your breath, moving in and out of the abdomen, feeling the pressure of the floor beneath you. With each inhale and the release with each exhale. Now bringing the big toes back again together, but again we notice the heels falling out to the side, letting the tension flow out of the buttocks, letting the back relax. Very good. So we'll continue here now with the half bow. So making a bow shape with the left leg and the left hand. First we bend the left leg at the knee and then reaching back with your left hand and see if you can take hold of the foot or the ankle, anywhere on the foot that you can get hold of, maybe even just holding the trouser leg. Guiding the foot gently in to the buttock for a moment, stretching out the top of the thigh, the quadricep, and then pushing the foot into the hand so the arm again becomes straight. Right arm over the top of your head, stretch out through the fingers and the forehead again coming back down to the mat. First we need length in the back of the neck. Exhale fully. Inhale, just lifting the head, looking up, looking forwards, and lifting this front elbow so the arm is straight. Grip the floor with your right hand fingers, and again see if you can feel a subtle forwards movement to the abdomen and upwards movement to the chest. Press the shoulders down and outwards, away from the ears. Very good. You may be already feeling strong sensation through the back, but if you're available for a little bit more, then just push your left foot into your hand and try to lift that left knee off the floor. Don't worry if it doesn't actually lift, just the sensation of movement and a press backwards will create the sensation we're looking for. Pushing down with the right hand, lifting the chest higher, see if this back knee can lift a little bit more. Breathing fully here, breathing deeply for one more inhale, and then exhale, releasing back down nice and slowly. Before you release completely, just place your right hand underneath the head, and then guide again the left heel into the buttock. Try and soften both buttocks. Allow that press in. One last deep exhale, and then we release the left leg out, and we take a moment to relax, to breathe, to let go. Very good. Moving to the right leg now, bending the right leg at the knee. Reaching back with your right hand, taking hold of the foot, guiding your heel into the buttock, trying not to increase any tension in the hips. And then gently just extending your right arm till it becomes straight. Left arm over the top of the head and the forehead to the floor, refinding length in the neck. Exhaling fully. Inhaling, lifting the head, looking forwards, lifting the chest, and lifting this left elbow. Gripping the floor with the fingers of the left hand so you can inhale and pull the navel and chest up, and then exhale and roll the shoulders out and down. Very good. Focus to the right knee now with an exhale,
Then inhale, push the foot into the hand, lift that knee higher, lifting the chest higher as you inhale, and feel the press of your left hand. Breathing here, feeling the sensation of your back. And again, don't worry at all if your knee doesn't actually leave the floor. It's the movement that counts, the direction of your intention to lift, to breathe, to experience the sensation of your body. One more full deep inhale now, and with exhale we release gently down, left arm underneath your head, and just guide your right heel into the buttock, softening the buttocks to welcome the sensation of stretch through the top of the right thigh. And one last exhale here now, and then releasing your leg and placing your right arm again underneath your head, big toes together. Feeling the sensation of your breath beginning to slow. Very good. So we'll move into our counter pose now, the child pose. Placing both hands either side of the chest, just pressing up to the knees, and then sitting back in between the heels. Move the heels gently aside here, and slowly we can release the forehead down, maybe placing on the two fists if there's a lot of tension in the back. Down to one hand, one fist, both of the hands, and then maybe coming all the way down with your forehead to the floor. Finding the most relaxed position for your arms, maybe either side of your head, or maybe alongside the legs with the palms facing upwards. So you can fully let go over your thighs, fully relaxing, letting go completely, allowing the upper body to feel a natural sense of heaviness, natural sense of release, curvature to the spine, with the slowness of the breath, and its movements as the abdomen gently expands into the thighs and releases. Now just one more full and deep exhale here. Before placing the hands either side of the ears, roll back the shoulders, press them towards your toes, and inhale, lift the forehead, lift the chest, and gently peel the front of the body up off the thighs. We'll come up now to the hands and the knees, and place the hands a little bit further forwards than the shoulders. Your knees are together, big toes together. And then we'll bring the left foot forwards in between the hands, so the left hand can lift out of the way as you bring the left foot up. Try always when you place the hands and a foot at the front, or 2 feet, that your fingers align with the big toe, and you have a straight line between the 3. Now raising up the hands to the knee, interlocking the fingers, and a push up and away of the chest before an easing down and forwards of the hips. Shoulders roll back, chest feels open and raises higher as we press the hands to the knee. Using the inhale to find that lift sensation, and the exhale to soften the hips and buttocks to allow the forwards movement. Feeling that stretch now through the top of the right thigh. One more full and deep breath in. And then exhale, folding slowly forwards over your thigh to place your hands again, fingers aligning to the big toe. And then curling the toes under on the back foot. Push back from the heel to lift up high in the back knee. Take a deep inhale here. And then exhale, lower the back knee until it touches to the floor. Try to keep the height of the hip, but just push back through the right heel, re-straightening that leg, feeling its strength. And exhale, lower slowly the knee back down to the floor. Raise up just through the push of the heel. Try not to lift your hip, just straighten and strengthen that back leg. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knee, nice and slowly down, touching gently to the floor before pressing back through the knee, re-straightening that leg. Very good. One more inhale here, and exhale, lower the back knee to the floor. We'll turn this back foot inwards now, 45 degrees. Placing the left hand onto the knee for support, right hand, palm turns outwards. Exhale, inhale, raising the right arm, brushing past your ear, keep the arm in nice and close, and then placing your hand to the hip. Just place your left hand just lightly on the inner knee and guide gently that knee outwards. You may find a stretch through the inner thigh. Use your right hand and pull that right hip open, making a half circle turn with that arm. Now your right hand comes around the back. Just place your hand to the sacrum and use your elbow. Guide the elbow away from the back. That will bring the left knee in. So keep your awareness to the left knee, pushing outwards. We now have turn and twist on the chest and an open sensation in your hips. Inhale the top of the head as high as you can upwards to the sky. Now turning your head so you're looking towards your left knee, and place instead your elbow to that knee or to the thigh, palm facing upwards. Keep that hand engaged and fingers open. Now don't rest here on the knee, but instead push with your forearm and lift the chest high. Press forwards, that's the direction of your chest, with the hand at the sacrum, and the shoulders move in the opposite direction towards your back. Feeling the back extra straight, extra extended. And then gently turning your head to look backwards over your back shoulder. Next step, we release the right hand and the palm turns upwards to the sky. Reach out through that arm, exhale fully, and then slowly we inhale, raising that arm higher, higher, and higher to the sky. Keep the shoulder down away from the ear, and then with a deep exhale, we come over the top of the ear. Inhale, lifting the abdomen and chest even higher. Exhale, making sure this right arm is straight at the elbows and that your fingers are open. The palm of your hand is open. Keep the front knee moving gently outwards to the left, the chest lifting upwards and the chest turning to the ceiling. Keep that sensation of twist as you breathe deeply, lengthening, opening, extending. One more full deep inhale here. Exhale, turn the right palm upwards. Inhale, push against the air as you rise. And exhale, release. Very good. We'll come back to the center. Feel free to support yourself with the left hand and then turning the back foot in. Now we'll slide this left leg or this left foot back and place
the left knee against the left wrist. Make sure you get touch between the knee and the wrist without moving the hand. Don't move the hand. Keep it shoulder width apart. Place that knee directly behind the wrist. The foot is coming across at something like a 45-degree angle to the right side. And then here, we keep our hips centered. So make sure the hip doesn't fall to the left side, but just slowly begin to slide your back knee further and further back until your hip comes down. Very good. Stay there and breathe, pushing up with your hands, lifting up with the chest. I'll just turn myself so you can see what that looks like from the front. Lift and open the chest and roll the shoulders back, pressing them out to the sides. Try to lift your eyes, to look up, to open the throat, making sure the shoulders always stay down and away from the ears. We have stretch in the abdomen, lift in the chest, and we try to soften in the right thigh, right buttock, and feel the sensation in the left thigh and in the left buttock. Try to keep that sensation as relaxed as possible. Now one more full and deep inhale here, and then exhale, folding gently forwards, letting the hands slide forwards, relaxing the head down. Maybe here the head will come all the way down onto the hands. Maybe the head will even come all the way down to the floor. You can relax even deeper, even longer. Now one more full exhale. And then inhale, gently raising back up, placing the hands again just in front of the knee, and coming back onto all fours with the knees together. Again here, the hands are just in front of the shoulders, and this time it's the turn of the right foot to be placed up and in between the hands, lining the fingertips with the top of the big toe. And then bringing your hands together onto your knee. Opposite index finger takes the top this time. A push up off the knee with your in-breath and a release down and forwards with your out-breath. Open all the way across the shoulders, opening fully the chest, and sink the hips down and forwards. Breathe. Press with the hands, feel the engagement in the back muscles to make the arch, and the softening of your exhale, the slowness of your exhale, stretching through the top of this right thigh. The psoas muscle goes all the way up into your lower back. Very good. Now one more deep inhale. And then exhaling, folding forwards. Try to keep the lift in the chest as you fold, so not collapsing down, and bringing the hands back down to the floor. Now curling the toes under on the back foot. We push back from the heel to find lift in the knee, straightness in the leg. Take a deep inhale here, and then with exhale, slowly releasing your knee back down to the floor. Pushing from your left heel, the knee re-lifts, that leg feels its strength and its straightness. Exhale, slow in its release, back down to the ground. One more time now, push back from the heel, lift that back knee without any noticeable lift in the hip. And then exhale, releasing the knee to the floor. So return now the foot inwards, finding 90 degrees. Right hand supports on the knee, left hand palm turns outwards. Exhale, inhale, slow sweep and circle of that arm, brush past your ear, keep the arm nice and close and reaching all the way out. Place your hand to the hip. Front hand is just lightly placed on your inner knee to guide that knee outwards. Already we feel the stretch along this inner thigh. Using your left hand now to make a half circle turn of the hip. We open the chest, stretch the abdomen, and more importantly, open this whole hip area. Keeping this, left hand now placed to the sacrum, hips pushing a little in the direction of the chest, just slightly, and the shoulders move backwards. Back feels extra extended. Now this back elbow, the left elbow, moves slightly backwards. We begin to feel a little sensation of twist across the muscles of the chest and the rib cage. Holding everything we've gained up until this point, we turn the head to look forwards and change the hand for the elbow. Palm turns upwards. Fingers are extended here. Palm is lifting, chest, palm is open, chest is lifting, and we turn and twist, looking back over the left shoulder. Lifting the chest higher on inhale, maybe sinking down a little forwards into the front foot on exhale. Now the release of the back hand, palm turns upwards to the sky. We exhale, following with the eyes, the fingertips upwards, upwards, lifting for the sky, and then exhale, coming over the top of the ear. Lift the chest higher on inhale. Make sure your elbow is straight, the fingers are open. Breathe. Breathe that sense of length through the left side of the body. See if you can sink a little bit lower into the front knee. Each inhale finds more lift, more opening. Very nice. Now just one more deep breath in. On exhale, the left palm turns to the sky, and we inhale, pushing against the air to raise up, and exhale, release. We can support ourselves with a hand to the knee as we turn and place the hands back down. Now the front foot slides back in, and we touch the right knee to the back of the right wrist, and this left leg is across at a 45-degree angle. Keeping the hips centered, slowly, progressively, the left knee moves backwards with the help of the foot. Then we release the foot, top of the foot to the floor. Roll back in the shoulders, lift up with the chest through the press of the hands. We can even lift the chin to open up the space of the throat. Shoulders move down. Feel free to close your eyes. Feeling the sensation of your body lifting and opening with inhale. Relaxing a little with exhale. Good, now preparing to fold forwards over the front leg. First, a full deep breath in, and then exhale, easing slowly forwards. The hands can slide a little further forwards until we come down to the forearms. Maybe placing the hands underneath the head so the head can rest. Maybe the forehead can come all the way down to the floor. We can relax our body weight over this right leg, keeping the buttocks softened, keeping them relaxed. As we breathe gently, accepting the sensation within the body. Noticing if there's tightness and just accepting the tightness that's there, knowing we're working out little by little with each breath. That tightness, letting it flow out, bringing some more flexibility and ease into the body, bringing more mobility into the body. Very good. Now just one more deep exhale here. Slide the hands back either side of the ears. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the forehead, lifting the chest to raise gently back up, and then bringing the knees back in together. Very good. So we'll come up to standing now. So curling the toes under behind, bringing the hands back in, coming up to a squat on the toes, and then slowly raising up. So we'll stand now with our feet together, as close together as possible. Lifting all the toes off the floor, separate them wide, and then release them down, keeping them perfectly relaxed. Pushing downwards through the soles of the feet, feeling a rebound, upwards lift of the knees and thighs. No tension in the thighs, just that upward sense of movement. Coccyx is subtly to the floor, so we feel the abdomen hollowed, pelvic floor pulled upwards. Chest feels extra lifted, and from the center of the collarbones we extend outwards, bringing extra width to the shoulders. Reaching the arms to the floor, we bring extra lift to the chest and feeling the length in the back of the neck. Now turning here, the palms to face outwards, our fingers are fully opened and the thumbs turn even further. Pull the arms backwards behind, exhale, and then inhale, press through the feet, slowly raise up through the arms. Reaching up as high as we can to the sky, maybe even looking up, and then turning the palms to face out. Pull the arms back behind you, open up fully, feel that in your shoulders, and follow your exhale with the arms coming all the way back by your side. We'll repeat that movement, adding in the forward bend from the hips. So again, the palms turn to face out, fingers are open, turn the thumbs back, pull the arms back, stay for an exhale. Inhale, the press of the feet, the lift of the arms, raising up to the sky, and then palms out. We begin the exhale, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the back straight. Feel the hips pushing gently backwards as a counterbalance for the front body. Resting forwards, hands to the legs, and then place the hands higher on the knees. Push yourself up, make your back tall and straight. And then exhale, sliding the hands progressively down the legs. Keep your eyes up, keep your back straight as you can for as long as you can. But at the end of your breath, your head relaxes down. Maybe you'll find the fingertips touching the floor. With a deeper exhale and more relaxation, maybe your palms even will come down to the floor. Or maybe you'll have your hands on your legs, feeling already a deep stretch through the backs of the legs. Just try to keep the legs straight at the back of the knees, even if your hands are higher. Keeping that stretch all the way down the backs of the legs. Exhale. Use each exhale to deepen your forward bend. One last deep exhale here, and then placing your hands either on the fingertips or again on the knees. Push yourself up until you feel your back straight, and then continue the lift, reaching back with your arms. Pause for an exhale. Turning in your thumbs.
Follow your inhale with the reach of your arms all the way up to the sky, maybe looking up. And then turning your palms, releasing your arms in a wide circle all the way back to the side. And relax. Very good. So we'll come down onto our backs now and relax. So bending at your knees, hands coming down, placing the hands behind you for support so you can ease down into your seat, separating your feet to the distance of your mat and slowly coming down onto your forearms, onto your back and to the back of the head. Palms turn up, shoulders gently roll inwards, back of the neck is lengthened, and we close our eyes to focus to the breath, to slow the breath, to feel the sensation of each one that flows relaxation into the body. As tensions are released out. Observing the abdomen rising and falling. Observing the breath becoming slow. Body becoming relaxed. Tensions being released, so we can experience the body without tension. No tension in the shoulders as we place our awareness to them. And exhale slowly, exhale softly, feeling them relaxed. The arms, the hands and the fingers, feeling them released of tension, feeling them relaxed. As we breathe, calmly and smoothly. The abdomen gently rises, softly falls, and the back softens into the floor. There's relaxation in the hips and thighs, ankles and feet, relaxation in the whole body. And observe the more subtle relaxation in the forehead and the eyes, cheeks, lips and jaw, and in the throat. Observing your breath. Observe its slowness. Smoothness. Now we'll prepare ourselves to release this position. Taking one more full and deep inhale, and then exhale, awakening the fingers and moving the toes, bringing the feet back together. Hands just above the ground, exhale, and then following an inhale comes a sweep of the arms over the head and a full stretch from the toes to the fingers. Exhaling, relaxing gently again. Inhale from the toes to the fingers, we stretch, and exhale, releasing the arms back by your side. Sliding the heels into the buttocks, the knees into the chest,
And we wrap our arms around the legs, giving them a gentle squeeze in. Preparing here to lift the head with a deep breath in. And then exhaling the chin to the throat, head between the knees, squeezing into a tight ball, hands to the back of the knees, and rocking ourselves up to seated. We'll find ourselves now in a comfortable seated position. Again, feel free to use a chair whenever we come into seated, or to use a cushion. Sitting on a cushion can help ease tension in your hips and to bring the back nice and straight. Now just resting the hands on the knees, finding that lift in the chest, feeling the back nice and straight and the neck lengthened so the chin is in and downwards just slightly. Observing the movement of your breathing. In and out, always through the nostrils. Always slowly, always relaxed. So today we're going to be inhaling and exhaling just through and one nostril only. So first we'll inhale and exhale through the left nostril, 5 breaths. And then 5 breaths in and out through the right nostril. So the inhale will be for a count of 4, the exhale for a count of 8. So with the right hand, we use the thumb and we close off the right nostril when we're breathing through the left. When we're breathing through the right, we use the ring finger with the little finger also extended, and we close off the left nostril to breathe through the right. So we're starting here with the thumb and with the right nostril closed. Just relax your arm a little for the moment. We'll take a deep breath of preparation before closing the nostril. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now closing off the right nostril. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax your right arm. Observing your breathing. Maybe observing the left nostril open. Now extending the ring finger of your right hand, little finger extends as well. Again, one breath to prepare, and then we'll close off the left nostril. So inhaling fully, exhaling deeply, and close off the left nostril. Inhale right, 2, 3, 4. Exhale right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relaxing your arms, breathing. See if you notice the sensation of the breath flowing in and out through the right nostril. Noticing the breath through both nostrils. Slow and relax, feeling the effects of deep breathing. More deep inhale, and then exhaling, opening your eyes, releasing your hands from the knees and releasing the legs out. You might like to give the legs a little movement, the ankles a little movement. And then we'll bring ourselves back up to standing. So bringing your feet in, up into a squat on the toes, and back up to standing. Feet again coming together, reaching your arms down by the side, palms turn to face outwards. Exhale, inhale, pushing from the feet, raising up onto the toes, whole body stretch. And then releasing your heels, releasing your arms. And thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the class. Hope you're enjoying the sensation of your body, becoming more open, becoming stronger, slowly becoming more flexible. We'll continue your journey with the next class. But of course, practice this class as many times as you can. See you soon.